Why are we really here today? And what are we here to remember? And what are we here to make sure that we never forget? And in that theme, I'd like to share some words with you that I think are so important. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them a decent respect to the opinions of mankind, requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to effect their safety and happiness. The 4th of July, 1776, the beginning opening words of the Declaration of Independence written by Thomas Jefferson. The words that were 2 days prior to that, Jefferson was asked to create a document that would separate us from the tyranny of England. These words today, 235 years later, ring true because it established something that the world had ever known. A place where men and women could be free. That their liberty was the most important thing. That their freedom of will and conscience was the most important reason for government to exist. And over these 235 years, many men and women have come to the shores of the United States of America because they wanted the opportunity to live and experience those words that Jefferson penned to paper. But in our history, there have been 2 times when people have come to our shores not willing to understand and willing to stand against those principles and values which make America great, which make America exceptional. On 7 December 1941, the Japanese Imperial Navy attacked us at Pearl Harbor. But they attacked our military might. They attacked our fleet because they wanted to have a strategic military advantage. But 10 years ago today, people attacked America and they attacked the American ideal. They attacked us for our way of life, for our liberty, for our freedom. And that is why they chose to attack places where everyday Americans went to work. Because what we must understand that America is not a geographic location. America is an ideal that exists within the hearts and minds of each and every one of us. And even though on that day, we lost 3,000 Americans. And I remember standing in the Operations Center at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, with my fellow Marines. And we all knew one simple thing. That just the same as that all hands on deck call went out in New York for all the first responders, the firefighters and policemen, that all hands call was going to go out for every soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, and Coast Guardsman. And we would be ready to answer the call. Just the same as they charged up those stairwells into those towers, many knowing that they probably would not come back. We were ready to leave these shores to protect the freedoms and liberties and the principles and values that Jefferson wrote about that had been attacked that day. And even till today, in Afghanistan, 10 years later, 77 of our brave soldiers were wounded today because the enemy recognizes what this day must mean to us. What this day must mean, and the reason why you are here, is to recommit yourself to those principles and values, so that the loss of life on September the 11th and every day since forward shall not be in vain. So that even if they believe that they take an American life, they will never take away that ideal that is America. Because as I look out at these young boys and girls, it will carry on for another 50, 100, 235 years. So today, as you gather here today, as you come together as Americans, as you enjoy one of our great traditions, having a barbecue, remember 235 years ago, that a great man sat down and penned the words that you must carry in your heart to make sure that the beauty that is the United States of America, that which so many men and women have sacrificed for, shall always be remembered and shall never be forgotten. And with that being said, Pastor, one of the great symbols of freedom, liberty, and democracy is our Capitol, which was probably the fourth target 10 years ago today. And here I'd like to present the St. Paul's Lutheran Church a flag that has flown over that United States Capitol that you may cherish forever and ever. God bless you all, and thank you.